Good evening, everyone. Hello. Welcome to our Sunday edition of our leadership call. My name is Miriam Kareem. This is Sunday, June 29th. We are now winding down the month. This is the best time to close out those last minute sales and those last minute reminders to your team to go hard these last couple of days and just make it the best month that you've had ever. I have a quick tip from the newbie corner, and I wanted to talk about posture. So this Coach Will gave us all a challenge. He gave us a list of things that we could improve on in our last leadership call. And one of the things that I wanted to improve on was my posture, my reaching out to more and more people. And I found that I reached out to a lot of people each day as the days, as the week progressed. And I noticed something. I noticed that it didn't matter if somebody told me no. It didn't matter. It's like, okay, fine. Next, I don't have to. It's such a wonderful feeling to not worry anymore about, oh no, this, that would have been a great person, but they said they didn't want to join my business. Great. Think about it as God protecting you. Probably didn't want that person in your business anyway. May not have been a good fit for you. May not have been somebody to help you get where you want to be. So keep that in mind. Always just keep going. Don't give up, and keep increasing your numbers of how many people you talk to, so that your posture will improve and you will feel more confident. So that being said, I'd like to bring our speaker tonight, our teacher tonight, Coach Will Zanders. He is a multiple seven-figure earner in the network marketing world, an amazing friend, an amazing teacher. He is a seven-figure earner at Green Organics at HBN, and our first six-figure earner at Goldesana. Always knows how to get your business to where it needs to be. So, Coach Will Zanders, are you available, sir?
I am available. Miriam, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that kind introduction, Ms. Kareem. I appreciate you. You are always giving value. And rather than talk about what Miriam just talked about with posture, we actually have a little section on posture toward the end of the call. So stay tuned, paper and pen, and we will get everything situated. We have a lot of housekeeping to cover this evening, be at the end of the month. And I want to start off with Nashville. So we have the venue booked. The venue is amazing. I can't brag on it enough. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Also want to give a shout out to Coach Marcus Jones for this really cool t-shirt that says hungry, humble, and helpful. And that is going to be three characteristics of everyone who is on our leadership team here and all our coaches and top earners as well. So thank you, Coach, for that. He always keeps us looking good. If you need a shirt, that's the guy to reach out to. Of course, if you need business cards or magnets, you reach out to Coach Sonic. And so anything that we can possibly have from a tool standpoint, we typically have coaches who can produce those things for you, and they're going to make sure you get the top quality for the best price, because these are going to be tools that they use. We're never going to teach anything or do anything that we don't teach that we know works. So shout out to our coaches for always providing our teams with everything that they need. And Coach Seymour has mugs, buttons, cups. Coach Seymour is now in on it, and I love that. These are things that he uses. And I saw a post that he did for the, can I get a link to order a mug? Can somebody drop me a link in the DMs to order a mug? Everybody got these fresh six-figure mugs, and I feel played right now. So I need to get in on that. I don't want to be left out. So somebody can let me know. I like drinking coffee in style as well. So thank y'all. Speaking of coffee, I will have an update for you Tuesday on our new coffee. I will let you know kind of where we're at with that type of stuff going on. I'll have that for you Tuesday. I expect to hear from the venue owner tomorrow on the condos that are actually located in the venue. And we're negotiating for a better price than the Airbnb rental price, because we want people to be able to just walk downstairs to go to the event. But even if you want the super best price, I'm going to recommend either Airbnb, or if you're doing a group, or hotels.com. Because there are some hotels which are literally not even a block away from the venue. So this is going to be one of the most convenient events for anybody who doesn't want to rent a car or drive an Uber, probably ever. So this is just working out perfectly. But won't he do it? Won't he do it? Friday night's meet and greet is going to be at Bad Axe Nashville. It's going to be amazing. I've been to this venue a million times. The people are great. There's a ton of great food, a ton of great drinks, plenty of space. Even for people who don't want to do axe throwing, it's totally fine. There's so much extra room for you to hang out and just meet and greet and hobnob with each other. It's a beautiful venue. It's going to be absolutely packed with fun people and prospects Friday night. So wear a shirt, wear a button. Trust me, you are going to get people talking to you, and you are going to be making friends all night. It's going to be amazing. As far as the axe tournament, if you want to participate in this axe tournament, we have a very nice cash prize. We are increasing the cash prize that we had over the last one. So if you want to participate, please reach out for registration info. Even more housekeeping. So that Coach Marcus was doing a promo for July 1st, where if you $100 will be given away to 2 members, either enroller and someone on their team. Basically, people who can win $100 if you're at 100 CV auto ship on the 1st of the month. Okay, 100 CV auto ship on the 1st of the month. I was not going to let Coach Marcus outgive me, so we doubled that because I'm going to put $200 in the pot, and that is going to bring the total to $400 being given away on July 1st after we see all the auto ships that have run. We'll have 4 different winners for that. I think it's going to be 300 or 200 and go to sign, or 200 HBN, however Coach Marcus wants to do it. I'm going to support that. But then Coach Sonic Jones was not going to let me or Marcus outdo him. So Coach Sonic Jones is contributing $200 to the pot as well. So now the giveaway is $600. We're going to have 6 different people winning $100 on the 1st of the month, which is going to be really, really fun. So we'll see. It has to be 100 CV. And it has to be, oh my goodness, Coach Seymour is not going to be outdone. It is now $800. I'm going to just tell y'all, don't nobody else in the industry do this. There are top earners that make significantly more money than our coaches as of today in the business. And our coaches, they lead from the front, and they still give away more money, more products, more time, more wisdom, more free stuff than anybody I have ever been associated with in this business. And I absolutely love that. Coach Marcus, Coach Sandra has some oh God, dog it. Coach Charlotte is putting in $200. We are now up to $1,000 in giveaway. I'm not doing this with y'all. And it can be 100 CV in either company. Doesn't matter the company. Coach Marcus just said, all right, Coach Charlotte ain't playing no game. She was not going to let Coach Sonic outdo her. Coach Seymour was not going to let Coach me outdo. Nobody's. All right, here we go. All right. So the bottom line is we are giving away $1,000 in cold hard cash, Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. We're going to figure it out, whatever works best for you. So we're going to have $1,000 winners. We're going to have $1,000 winners on Tuesday. Promote that to your teams, even the ones who didn't get on the call. Let them know. They need to be at 100 CV in the 1st of the month because our coaches are not playing. So huge shout out to Coach Marcus, Coach Sonic, Coach Seymour, and Coach Charlotte for really leading from the front and putting their money where their mouth is. And this is what you see from coaches who actually care about their teams, and they're doing this for the whole company, even if they're on their team. And that's crazy. It's never done that way. So we love them. We appreciate them. And I can't wait to see them all in Nashville. I got to take them to dinner or something because they cutting up. They're cutting up. All right. All right. So that being said, Coach Marcus has all the details on that for you. Maxine Hunter is asking for a link for buttons. Coach Seymour, can you please, Maxine, can you message Coach Seymour? I know he's very busy, but if you send him a DM on Facebook, he will let you know about all the variations on the buttons and which ones are working, and you can order buttons from him. So yeah, this is all right. And again, non-auto delivery orders do not count, and auto deliveries processed after July 1st do not count. Just a heads up. And you have to provide name and proof of your processed order. So don't send it to Coach Marcus now. Okay. And the reason we have you send everything to Coach Marcus is because he's just more organized than I am, to be quite frank. And he started the contest. So send that to him, and they have to process before you send him that screenshot. It should say order fulfilled or something like that. So don't send anything now because the orders haven't run yet. All right. So whew, okay. Shout out to coaches. I'm excited for 10 of these people that are going to win their stuff. That's awesome. Okay, because 10 people making $100, and that makes me very happy. We have even more amazing housekeeping before we get into the training, ladies and gentlemen. We have some giveaways from the company that are coming up in July. If you have a 25 CV order with either company, you will receive, yes, Sandra, that is correct. You will receive a free body mister, okay? That is our essential oils infused in a spray bottle with some other oils for really amazing fragrance. These aren't typically available to buy. They're only available as freebies. So if you even have a 25 CV order, if your customer makes this 25 CV order, they're gonna get a free body mister, which I think is valued at 16 or 17 bucks. So that's a really great deal. And this is going to apply to your auto ships too, which is crazy, okay? With either company, this is amazing. If you have a 50 CV order, even if it's not an auto ship, this is anytime during the month as well, you're going to get the free body mister, but you're also going to get the culinary oil pack. What is that? It's going to be our top 4 oils that people use to cook with and flavor things with. You're going to get the ginger root. You're going to get pink grapefruit. You're going to get lemon, and you're going to get sweet basil. Let me just brag on lemon for a minute. Lemon, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be one of those essential oils that is great for anti-aging, and it's great to put in your water. If you mix the lemon with the pink grapefruit, just 2 or 3 drops in your water, it turns your water into a fat-burning water. True story, it's amazing. Okay, the ginger root, I'm just going to brag on ginger for a minute. Ginger is going to be one of those very rare essential oils that when you consume it or you apply it topically, it is going to turn on the anti-aging switch inside your body. So ginger is going to be a clinically proven anti-aging oil. If you want to lose weight, put some ginger on it. It doesn't matter where you put it on your body. You don't want to put it on any sensitive areas, but you can put it on the soles of your feet. You can rub it on your abdomen, just 2 or 3 drops, and it's going to turn on the anti-aging switch in your body. And Coach Marcus is 100% correct. It's amazing for digestion and digestive issues too. So when you mix the grapefruit and the lemon together, you're going to be, it's amazing. These oils are amazing. If you're at a 100 CV order, and this can be your auto ship on the 1st of the month, yep, Shauna, you beat me. Shauna is on the ball tonight. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Try Me product as well. If you have a 100 CV order, your auto ships on the 1st of the month are going to qualify you for the contest giveaway, but also you're going to get the following with your 100 CV order. Paula called it Christmas in July. You're going to get your 100 CV worth of products. You get entered into the contest. You're also going to get a free body mister, of course. You're going to get the culinary oil pack of ginger, pink grapefruit, lemon, and sweet basil, of course. You're going to get a free kids intro pack, which is the kids wellness, the palmarosa, and the grapeseed oil, okay? And the grapeseed oil is amazing. I hope you get it because you use the grapeseed oil to mix your other oils into a topical formula for you. So if you want to create a weight loss oil, you can take some grapeseed oil, the pink grapefruit, the lemon, and the ginger root, and when you rub that on your abdomen, you're going to be losing weight, burning calories, aging backwards, and handling digestive issues and dealing with, bacteria and different things as well. So it's amazing. But at the 100 CV order, that's not it. You're also going to get a bottle of the oregano oil. Do not get me started on oregano oil being one of the strongest oils in existence. Absolutely phenomenal. We're probably going to do a train, or not probably, we're going to do a training on all of these products in the Facebook testimonials group within the next either tomorrow or Tuesday, but definitely going to be doing a Facebook Live training on all of those freebies. So make sure that you're adding people to the Facebook testimonials group. Yeah, very hot oil, Seymour will tell you. All right, whew, okay, we just ran through 20 minutes of the newbie corner and nonstop housekeeping. We could cut the call right there, but I want to give you a wait a minute, what? What? God dog, man. Ed and Jessica have just added $200 to the giveaway. So we are now at, is it $1,200? They adding 100 each? Is it $1,200? God dog, man. We are now at $1,200 of total giveaways. This is the most ridiculous. All right, I don't want to do the call. I don't want to do the call. Y'all, I don't want to do the call. Our team's amazing. Our leadership's amazing. Our diamonds are amazing. Our coaches are amazing. And they're doing that because y'all are amazing, because our teams are amazing. That's why we're all doing it. All right, $1,200. Somebody, people getting paid. People getting paid. I'm excited. I'm excited. So make sure you're there and good to go. All right. That being said, Jessica and Ed are clowning out here, and they are not gonna get outdone by us people that have been here just a little bit longer than them. And I respect that. You know, leaders, boy, the cream is gonna rise to the top on it. All right, so let me give you a quick strategy tip just to capitalize on all of this $1,200 auto ship activity. Let me give you a quick tip, and we're going to dive into the training. We're going to cover as much of the training as we can before 8 o'clock, and whatever we don't cover tonight, we'll just cover it on Tuesday. No big deal. All right. It's about time that some people need to start treating their business like a business. And it is no more important time to do that at the end of the month. Typically on the last night of the month around 5 o'clock p.m., okay, when you're done with work or whatever you're doing, you need to go ahead and look, and it's going to be late tomorrow afternoon. You need to look at your orders. And you need to look at your orders on the last day of the month, which is going to be tomorrow, and on the first day of the month. Tomorrow, because people's it's the end of the month, I need you to look at your SAT grid with GoDasana, and you need to look at your star grid with HBM. And if you see some grids that are full, but you are one spot away from closing out more than $100 in commissions, I highly recommend you go retail 100 CV worth of product, or you go recruit someone and get a 100 CV order, or you contribute a 100 CV order in a strategic supply order for yourself. Why do I say that? Because you can sometimes take a 100 CV order, and if you know how to work the SAT grid with GoDasana, that's a 50 CV order, or the star grid with HB and a 100 CV order, you can look at it and know that if I put an order here, you mean to tell me that order is going to be $100-some, obviously, but I'm going to get paid 20, 30, 50, and 100? That's crazy. I need to do that because I can spend 100, get products, and make 200. I need that to make sense. With HBM, it's possible for you to say, wait a minute, my second grid is full. My third grid is full. My fourth and fifth grid is full. I'm missing one of my first grid. I need to put something there. And if I fill that order in, I get all those levels. So it doesn't happen for everybody, but for a lot of you, and you just don't know because you're busy and you're not looking at your back office, you don't know the score, you don't know that you're $100 away from getting paid $200, $300, possibly $475 plus products. So please keep an eye on that. And you need to do that again on the first of the month after all the auto ships have ran. You need to look and see kind of what you're working with, because I never want you to miss out on $200, $300, or $400 behind $100. Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Put a 2 in the chat if it doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, that's okay. If it doesn't make sense, we'll do a training another day for you to really understand, maybe tomorrow, for you to really understand. You do not need to be leaving money on the table. This is the only company in the history of network marketing that actually does this, where you can purchase product, okay? You can purchase product, and you can literally make double, triple, quadruple the money that you put in. All right. I know some of the coaches can tell you, Richard did it, worked for him. Yeah, some of the coaches will tell you they got a 100 CV order and they got paid not just the products they ordered, but they got $200, $300, sometimes $400 in star bonus, or maybe $100, $200 in SAT grid. Okay. So you got to make your money, folks. This is the most amazing business opportunity in the free world right now. And we want you to be able to take advantage of that stuff. All right. Now let's get into some training. And whew, man, y'all got me, y'all making me earn it tonight. Y'all making me earn it tonight. We're going to be talking about how to lead with posture, even when you're a beginner or you feel like a beginner. All right, we're going to be talking about that. I was talking to Coach Sonic about that earlier, and was talking to Ed about that a couple of days ago. I love those brothers, man. They're such good leaders, both of them, and they're working. And like when I would get coaching from Coach Marcus, and it's easier for us to tell you just get out and do it. Get out and get the information, get it done. But sometimes you don't feel like the posture. So I want to do a little show and tell you a story as we dive into this training. And some of you know that I like to park my money in different things, be it silver, gold, or investments. So sometimes it's going to be collectibles. I don't just always leave cash sitting. I want my money to work and accumulate from. That when I grew up, and when some of you grew up, Mike Tyson was, quite frankly, the most devastating boxer we had ever seen. Like, we heard about George Foreman, we saw George Foreman some, but we heard about Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard and these other individuals, but we saw Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson was walking through human beings. I mean, it didn't matter how tall they were, it didn't matter how big they were. He was literally walking through human beings. Okay, yeah, later on in his career, he did bite Evander Holyfield's ear. This is true. Doesn't matter to me. Prior to that, Mike was walking through human beings. It was something that we had never seen before in combat sports. And he ran into a gentleman in a fight in Tokyo that I got to see this fight on TV as a kid. He ran into a gentleman named Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas was what we would consider in boxing or combat sports a tomato can. He was not a very recognized fighter. He should not have won this fight. It was at least 10-1 that he was going to get mauled. And then Mike Tyson would just go on to kill another human being in the next fight. And Buster Douglas did get knocked down by Mike Tyson, and we thought he was out. It was about a 9 count at least. Buster Douglas gets up and shakes it off somehow and goes on to knock out Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had never been knocked out, and that was pretty much the decline of Mike Tyson's boxing career at that point. Life got bad for Mike at that point. I actually purchased the right glove that Buster said, this is glove, the autograph by Buster Douglas Jr., February 11, 1990. This is one of Buster Douglas's gloves. And I just need you to understand, the reason I bought this is not because I was a huge Buster at auction, not that I was a huge Buster Douglas fan, but because I have it in my office, and it always reminds me that you are capable of making unbelievers believers. All of us are capable of making unbelievers believers. I don't care what the odds are. I don't care your background. I don't care if you feel like a beginner or you shouldn't even be in the ring with some of these top earners. None of that matters. Buster Douglas did it, made history, defied history. So many people lost money that night. If people are betting against you, all you got to do is get up whenever you get knocked down and keep punching. You got to keep punching. You got to keep recruiting. You got to keep retailing, and it's going to hit. It is going to hit. You just can't get tired. You can't get burnt out. You have to keep your network marketing cardio going. Keep using your products. Keep posting. Keep reaching out to people, and you're going to get that knockout win, and you're going to turn all those unbelievers into believers guaranteed. I don't care if you don't think you can be a six-figure earner by the end of the year. That's bull. Of course you can. I don't care if you started from zero today. Oh, well, I can't do it. I don't have enough time. You sound like the unbelievers. I'm lucky Buster Douglas didn't sound like you. I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he believed in himself more than some of you believe in yourselves. And when they asked him how he did it, how did he get up? Some of you don't think you can become $1 million earner. That's bull. You can 100%, 1,000,000% do it. You just got to keep punching. I don't really have any better advice than that, to be quite frank. And they asked Buster Douglas how he did it. How did he get off the mat after getting hit by one of the most devastating punchers of all time? How did he get up and then still have the wherewithal to keep his head in the game and eventually knock out one of the greatest fighters of all time? How? He said because his mother had passed away and he promised her that he was going to win the heavyweight championship of the world. He said, I just couldn't let my mama down. I couldn't do it. He had a big why. How many of you have a big why? If you don't have a big why, like Coach Seymour talks about it like nobody else, if you don't have a big why, that is going to prevent you from turning your unbelievers into believers, from turning your haters into fans and then getting some new haters. You got to really know why you're doing this. That's the number one tip I could give you for leading with posture when you feel like a beginner, is understanding that everyone starts off as a beginner and beginners win just like everybody else, but they have a really, really big reason why they're doing this. That is, if I could work with the beginner that has a big reason why, or a seasoned network marketer who's just doing it just cause, give me the beginner all day. We'll make it happen. Don't worry, we'll get that knockout. Don't you worry, we'll get it. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Okay. So let me ask you, as far as some top earners and things like that, or winners or S tier caliber leaders, let me ask you in the chat, what are some characteristics? Just put one or two. Put in the chat some characteristics, even if you have the characteristics or you don't. Let me just see, what are some characteristics of top leaders in our industry? People that you look up to, your coaches and mentors. Just put in the chat one or two characteristics or traits that they have. Let me just see what's on your mind right now as we get into the last 30 minutes of the call. Let me see. Miriam said trustworthy, perseverance, have a servant's heart. What else? They're understandable, loyal. They have integrity. They're fearless. They're positive. Love that one, Betty Chandler. Let's see what else. They're consistent. Amazing. Thank you, Miriam. What else? Give me one or two more. Just characteristics that you see. They're loyal to their family, dedicated, tenacious. They're humble. They're empathetic. They show up. Whew. Integrity again. Unstoppable. They're just not going to quit. A desire to learn. Nice one, Tommy Waldron. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that everybody's correct, by the way? Do you know that every one of these characteristics is learnable and doable? Does anybody see anybody who is not currently a top earner, who is a top earner in their heart? Because then you'll be in real life, because you got to think it first and then you are. Any of those characteristics seem impossible for you to acquire or start literally tomorrow? I'm just asking. Do any of those characteristics they just put up there seem impossible to do? Was any of those characteristics being 8 feet tall or looking like a model? No, I didn't think so. Any of those characteristics super rich, they're wealthy already? Nope, didn't see that one. Any of those characteristics, they had a 1 million member team before they got here? Nope. Every characteristic you just saw, you can adopt and integrate those into your person. So why was my point of telling you that? Because beginners and top, there's not a real difference between the two. There's nothing that you see a coach or a top earner doing that you can't do if you wanted to. Not one thing. And that's what makes this industry so amazing, okay? All right. So you know that we have systems here, and those systems are designed to help you transform your health, to grow as a person, to sponsor the right people, the right 2 people minimum. You can always do more. Not the right 900 people, designed to help you sponsor the right 2 people and to help you duplicate those results. And when you help them duplicate those results, it's going to result in legacy income for them and you, and legacy for them and you as well. So you don't need everyone, just the right ones. But here's the trick. You have to stay in motion to meet the right ones. This business runs on a rhythm. And once you lock into the rhythm, your stress goes down and your results go up. I'll say that again. This business runs on a rhythm. And once you lock into the rhythm, your stress goes down and your results go up. It's not magic, it's motion. It's movement, okay? Now we're gonna look at the code behind the motion, okay? When you're recruiting, and Miriam touched on this, we're looking, number one, if you wanna take notes, you can write this down, you're sifting and sorting. You're not chasing. You are disqualifying people fast, sort of like a CEO. You're disqualifying people fast. This is not begging season. This is sorting season. I was working some leads the other day, some text message leads, and somebody responded to the text message, and I sent them the website and everything. We're going back and forth, and just handling some objections. And then the lady, the lead, she was a young lady, she said something very interesting. She said, "Yeah, I just can't do stuff like that. I'm a teacher, and I'm already super busy, and this, that, or a third." Now, right then, I could have, really just, promoted we have an event specifically for teachers. Shout out to our Atlanta team and Tiara Moore for putting that section on teachers together. And and one of my instincts was, let me just handle this objection and show her how she does have time to do this and get her involved in business and just save her life. And then something said, you know what? No, I got another 10, 15 leads I want to work today. I'm not in the convincing business. She told me she don't have the time. And I'm like, you know what? And I sent a great text back. Awesome. She said, I'm looking for more of a pay by the hour work from home deal. I say, fantastic. If I hear of any, I'm saying, I'm glad your teaching career is going great. Kudos on that. If I hear anything about a work from home job position, I'll be sure to keep you in mind. Thank you so much, for your time. You have a good day. And then she responded back, because I don't know if they expected that or not. And then she responded back and said, oh, thank you so much. And then proceeded to type me, and this is no exaggeration. It was this much, like on the cell phone, it filled up the whole screen of all her qualifications, loves working with people, good at this, good at that, basically trying to convince me about what a good person she would be for a work from home gig. And I had to double down on no. I said, this is a business. You'd be an entrepreneur. You do have to build your own business. If someone looking for a job, another part-time job, this is definitely 100% not going to be for you. But thank you. Really, really appreciate your interest in reaching out, and I'll be on my way. And she just wouldn't let it go. So ended up, I had to cut it off. It was like 8:30 at night at this particular point. And I just refused to recruit this. I'm not doing it. And I was like, all right, well, but can you contact me, my email if you hear of anything? And I was like, you know what? I'm on social media. Here's my link. You can follow me on social media. And if I hear of anything cool, I'll post it. Now, why did I say that? Because number one, I'm tired of having this conversation. I need to get on to some other leads. Please stop, lady. And then number two, it was very important because I know on social media, she is going to see a highly curated social media profile, and I'm going to continue to promote our events. And she's at some point going to see one of our events or a Zoom or a call or a flyer for something, and it'll click. She's not at high noon right now. So the best thing I could do is be polite and just ease it on, And that's the thing I really enjoyed. It's totally duplicatable. And it's duplicatable because when I send a text message to leads, and Rick Burnett had to really help me get out of this mindset, I don't talk about me. I don't talk about my accolades or my team or how much I've earned. At the bottom of the copy paste message, all it says is, thanks, William. That's all it says. It does nothing, no link, no, they can't find, even on the website I use. There is none of my testimonials or nothing about me being great on the website that I had made. Okay, because I use a slightly different website from the one we have from the company. The testimonies for people on our team on there, but not me. I don't need to be there because it needs to be duplicatable. And Rick really helped me see that. He was like, Will, you can do it, but if it's about you and your results, it's going to be a lot harder for other people to say I can do it. So I made sure that when I recruit, it's never, they don't even know how much I've made or who I am in the industry. I don't even use magazine covers no more. It's going to be the exact same thing I would teach somebody to use. And it's way more duplicatable. It's a little harder for me, sure, but I'm really good at this. I'll figure it out. But it's more duplicatable for them. Yeah, Coach Marcus says he lets people know he work full time. Got to. It's more duplicatable. They can see themselves doing that. So notice you're sifting. Now, this is what I'll tell you before we move on to the next part. Excuse me. We're going to go from sifting and sorting, and then we're going to go to sowing. Okay? But this is the last thing I'll tell you about sifting and sorting. Remember, when you waste time on the wrong people, yeah, I'm Googleable, but I don't put my last name. I don't even put my last initial. I end it with William. I leave it at on purpose because I know they want to Google me, and there's a million Williams, so they can't find me at all. That's on purpose. They have to work with the text, and they have to use the same website, and they have to, and that's on purpose. That's on purpose. Does it take longer for me to sponsor people like that? Sure, but do they have a better time because it's a totally duplicatable system? Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right. So this is a quote I'll give you before we move on to sewing. When you waste energy on the wrong people, you delay your future VIPs. Okay. The faster you disqualify the wrong ones, like Miriam did earlier, like, cool, next, the faster you find the right ones. Okay. The person who ghosts you, let them go. The person who flakes and say they're going to be on a call and the business opportunity call and they don't, please let them stay broke. The person who asks no questions, but they taking notes, that's the one. The people who are coachable and teachable, and they show you that. That is the ones that's them. That's the people who could be one of your 2 or 4 or 6, however big you want to go. Now we're going to talk about sowing. When it comes down to sowing, I want you to think of it as plant the seed. And what is that? That's going to be inviting, exposing people to the products, exposing people to the opportunity. You invite, you present, you follow up, you close. Sometimes you won't even need to follow up. Sometimes it's invite, present, and close. Sometimes they're just ready. They're just ready. This is the work that nobody sees, but everybody benefits from it. Okay. Every direct message you send, it's a seed. Every voice message you send, that's a seed. Every drop card, every Facebook post, every invite, every flyer that you post, every meeting you promote, every reel, every story, every testimonial, every time you invite someone to a call, that's sowing. Every time you give away a sample, when you post about a product, when you share a product, when you post a testimonial, when you recognize someone on your team and say, hey, you could be the next, contact me for info. You are sowing. You're not selling. You're not just selling, even when people buy. You're planting belief and influence into someone's spirit. Sowing looks like inviting someone to take a look. Sowing and pouring into someone looks like presenting your opportunity, your products with posture. Sowing looks like pouring belief into someone before they believe in themselves. Okay. And before we move on to the next, I'm going to tell you, this is what you need to remember about sowing before we move on to the next section, which is reaping. Okay. You always reap after you sow, not before. Okay. You always reap after you sow, not before. Okay. So don't stop after 3 messages. Don't stop after 3 days. You got to stay in the field. But how long? As long as it takes. Until your bank account looks like what you want it to look like. You got to stay in the field, and I highly recommend it. Okay, highly, highly recommend it. All right, third part, reaping. Reaping. Your VIPs are coming. They're coming. Year 1, year 2, year 4, year 6, year 8, your leadership team, they're coming. Stay ready. That's the best advice I can give you about reaping. If you keep sifting and sorting and you're sowing with the people that really matter, that could be the ones, you keep sowing and you keep showing up, do you understand that your harvest is guaranteed? It's guaranteed. It's like if I took a basketball and let's say I did not know how to shoot a basketball, but I had an infinite number of basketballs and all I had to do was hit 2 shots from the free throw line. Do you know I could just take 100 or 200 or 300 or 500 or 1,000 shots? It doesn't matter. I'm eventually going to get 2. Even if I shot one-handed, even if I did the Rick Barry underhand flip-up shot, right? Even if it wasn't a really polished jump shot, doesn't matter. I could throw it like a football. Eventually, 2 of them will go in. I could bounce it off the ground into the goal. It might take a minute, but it's going to go in. I'm going to get the 2 shots I need. In network marketing, when you're sowing, it's going to happen. Look, even Shaq made a 3-point. Yeah, they might have been an all-star game. Yeah, just understand that. If you keep sowing and showing, the harvest is guaranteed. You can underline that. It might take 5 days. It might take 5 months, might take 5 years. It doesn't matter. The more you sow and the more you show, the faster it'll happen. Will, I don't want it to take 5 years. Then sow and show faster. Show the plan faster. Invite more people faster. There ain't no other way. Well, there is. I'll share that with you later. If we make it to that part, I'll share it with you. Okay. There is another way. We do it both ways, but okay. But it might take 5 days or 5 months. Don't matter. You might go through 99 no's to get to your VIP, your first one. For me, it takes about 600. It's just true. When I start a company, when I launched HBN in 2019, I already knew what my numbers were from my previous companies. I know I need to show the plan about 600 times, be it in person or video, don't matter. I need to show 600 people what I'm doing, and that'll get me at least the proper 2 I need to really build a foundation of growth. I know some people's taking 100 or less. I know some people is taking 1,200, but they're multimillionaires several times over. Here's the best part. When it happens fast. when it happens so fast, you can't even, it is unbelievable how fast it happens when it happens. The people who sign up big and fast, they've been probably watching you for a while, honestly. They've probably been watching you for a while, you know. So stay focused on the law of averages, continue to sow. The reaping is guaranteed. It's going to happen. The word says you will reap if you don't faint. If you don't faint, if you don't just get tired and stop sowing, you will reap. Okay, so don't act surprised when someone joins you. Act like you're expecting it because you should. All right, now we're going to move on to number 4, and this is fun. This is the fun part. So you've got the typical process that we use of exposing the business to people, however you want to do, and you should be doing that and being consistent doing that. I said this on the last call. I can't remember the last day that went by, with the exception of that Friday, Saturday, Sabbath period, where I haven't recruited at least or invited at least one person. So just understand that. Okay. But this 4th concept is not sifting and sowing. We are sifting and sorting. We covered that. It's not sowing and it's not reaping. We covered that. This 4th part, we'll close the call with this probably and finish some other stuff on Tuesday. This 4th part is called rolling. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do. One of my absolute favorite things to teach. It's called rolling. When I say rolling, I mean rolling the dice. Rolling the dice. Unexpected miracles live in motion. You got to be moving. We talked about that at the beginning of the call. Here's the part no one teaches. I call it the wild card effect, the Hail Mary, the Hail Mary effect. When you drop back and you throw that football, just sling and see what happens, right? When you're sifting and sorting and staying consistent, this is what also happens. You might send a text to one lead a day. That might bring you VIP. Might come from with the slow, controlled, methodical ways of building a business, might come from a lead. Okay. One drop card at a gas station. I had to go to the veterinary office. I put the drop card in a little magazine rack where they have the magazines in the waiting room, and I was taking the dog to the vet last week. One drop card might land a whale. Just might. I don't know. Might not. Might, right? One old lead. They got some leads that are called aged leads. We don't call these leads. We don't text these leads. We email these leads because they so old. They are aged. Got a ton. Look, if you come to Nashville, you're gonna have some leads to work that day. By the way, just a little. I'm gonna be doing a whole workshop there, so you're gonna get some free leads just for showing up to Nashville, and I'm gonna be teaching you right there on site. You're gonna be emailing them. You're gonna be emailing them right from there, typing up copy paste emails. You're gonna get all the stuff I do. You're gonna be doing it though in real life. It's a short class, it's a fun class, and you'll have real live people to work with, which is really cool. Some of y'all are going to get some hits that day, just like I did. Okay, because you're going to be using the same stuff I use, which is great. Yeah, but one old lead might respond to an email. Did y'all know that my sponsor at HB and I had never met? Did y'all know that I got sponsored at the previous company when I became the top earner? It's how I met Chuck in the first place. Did you know it was an email? A lot of people know I'd never met him, didn't know him from any previous company or anything like that. Email. Yeah, email still works, y'all. Hate to tell you. I would not be here if not for email. Just a heads up. So I always hype up in person. We always hype up social media. Email works too. Got me? Okay, just crazy, right? Just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. It's so worth it. It's so worth it to do as many things. One old lead might roll up because the upline quit. You didn't. You didn't quit. Okay. Yeah, look, yeah, good email. Just copy paste email. It wouldn't matter what he said. I was in. It sounds good to me. I'm in. How do I sign up? True story. Yeah, true story. One random post you make. That's why you got to be consistent with your posting. Doesn't need to be product and business every single day, but you do need to be promoting your products and business and your events and things, especially on your stories as well. One random post might reach someone who's tired of struggling. This is why I recommend Reels a lot of times, because Reels will go beyond your normal reach of your posts. Facebook loves Reels for some reason, so they'll push your Reel out there to way more people than on your friend list. That's just how they do it. One car magnet. Yeah, Jessica's right. One t-shirt, maybe one day with the button. Anything could happen. at any given time. We call that rolling the dice. That's the wild card effect. So while you're being consistent with all your proven, tested ways of building a business, you also want to make sure that you're doing the little things too, that are the things that are duplicatable and that are not hard to do. How hard is it to put a t-shirt on? How hard is it to put a button on? Is that hard? Is that impossible? Can you not? How hard is it to leave your house and go to the grocery store? You never know. Or go to the gym. You never know. Unexpected miracles live in motion. One YouTube short, it could be anything. Okay. One of the top people I ever sponsored at HBN ever, built a very significant team very quickly, said, man, I reached out to you to sponsor me because I saw a YouTube video that you did. What? A YouTube video? What? Who even does that? Telling you, Coach Marcus is good at it. I don't post near enough. I'm gonna do better, I promise y'all, but it's a thing. Okay. Rasan said he got a prospect last week with a t-shirt. Yeah, okay. So you don't get, here's it. You don't get lucky sitting still. You get lucky when you're in motion. That's why you keep rolling the dice. Not because you're gambling. It's not that you think it might work, could work, might lose. No, because you understand that in addition to the consistent, methodical ways of building a business that you know you do, success often hides in the unexpected. So we want to do some extra stuff too. A drop card here, a t-shirt there, a button there, a post there, a YouTube video, a Facebook. You never build as many doors as you need for your VIP prospects to walk through. Okay, because sifting and sorting is going to keep your standards high. It's going to save you a lot of time too. Sowing is going to keep your business moving. Reaping is going to keep your belief strong. Okay, when you get people actually see results from your work. And rolling the dice, it's going to keep the business fun. It's going to keep people in your pipeline. It's going to keep the business feeling magical. It's going to be fun because you're not chasing, you're attracting by being in the rhythm. There's a rhythm to doing this business. Okay, so you got to be asking yourself, how many seeds did I plant today? How many people did I sift confidently away? How many people did I send? Miriam said she sent one on their way earlier today, right? Are you still showing up even though the reaping hasn't come yet? So those are questions that you want to ask. And for anybody, and that's all we got for the call. That's all we got tonight. The most important stuff you can take away from this particular call was all of those amazing freebies and giveaways that we have coming up. So you can hop off this call right now and go promote them to your teams. And also going to make a quick plug for the books that just dropped for people who have not received their copy yet. The next batch is going out tomorrow. The Hidden Empire. This is quite literally advanced network marketing training. You can get this link on my my Facebook page if you want to go ahead and grab a copy if you haven't already. Anybody who got that last batch that's going out tomorrow, that's the last set that'll ever be autographed unless you come to an event in person. We also dropped the Making Your First Million, the paperback edition. This one you can actually get for free. The ebook is available for free, but this particular version does have 3 new bonus chapters. So if you do want to get one, you can grab that. These are the first ones to go out tomorrow, so they will be autographed. This first batch, anyone who orders one, that'll be autographed, and this is going to be the basics of everything you need to know to make your first $1 million in network marketing with 3 bonus chapters. And this is going to be the advanced version for our network marketing leaders. I highly recommend these. I'm going to tell you, I'm not tooting my own horn here. These are the best books that you could buy for building an HBN or go to sign a business by far. It's not even up for debate, just letting you know. These are print on demand. I will have a few copies at the events. I anticipate those will sell very quickly, but you are not guaranteed to get one there because order them, I got to send them out. So for example, all the ones that came in on Friday evening, they all go out tomorrow. I know I saw Shauna order one as well. This book has nothing to do with network marketing. This book is not for everybody, by the way. It's called The Lie You Called Your Life. And this is going to be really a passion project with this particular book. It's going to be a book for my Bible scholars out there who specifically want to learn and have a deeper knowledge, biblically speaking, about the word. And it is a very controversial book. It is banned on Amazon already after like a month. And it is, before I even got it to banned on Amazon, and it's censored by the algorithm. So if I post it, it never shows. And for those of you who read it, you know why. So it's really, really good. Get it while they still let me print it. It is a very deep book. It is very, very deep. And the links, the links are on my Facebook page in the bio there. But if you don't want to go to the bio, you can direct message me and I will send you a link for those. But that being said, yeah, that's what I've been working on. But we are always building our business regardless. Okay, so I want to thank Miriam for putting this, for hosting this call. I want to thank Coach Marcus for putting this together. Huge shout out again to Coach Marcus, to Coach Sonic, to Ed, to Coach Seymour, to Jessica as well, for everybody contributing. We are giving away $1,200 on the first of the month after all those auto ships run. So probably later that afternoon, Coach Marcus will announce some winners. Okay. Yeah, Amazon it's what it is, man. You know, it's what it is. No big deal there. All right. So thank y'all so much for your time. We finished up a little bit early. I will see y'all tomorrow night at 7:00 p.m. We have Coach Marcus's testimonial call. That is probably my favorite call to attend because the stories they are absolutely amazing. I'll see y'all, and that's at 7 p.m. Then I will see y'all at Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I will be back on this particular Zoom. And then on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, we have Coach Sonic at the Coach's Corner. For those of you network marketers who really need to work on your skill set, that is arguably the #1 call in the industry right now for you to really get your skills down on how to build the business from someone who's done it. That's 8 p.m. Central. Thursday, we got Coach Tina with the Detox Divas. I think Coach Kim will be tuning in on that one as well. And Coach Marcus back to back on Thursday night. So that's always a fun one. And then we take off Friday and Saturday during the day, obviously. And we see you again Sunday night. Okay. So there's a ton of calls this week to plug your team members into. The event is going to be here before you know it on September the 12th through the 14th in Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to be amazing. If you don't already have your ticket live or online, please reach out and let me know. Get that ASAP while we still have available. And we're going to be sending out lead lists to people who have tickets. So that's going to be fun. Even if you have an online ticket, you will get your lead list emailed to you and you can follow along at the event doing exactly what we do. And then, of course, if you're attending live, just know there's always one portion of the event that will not be televised at the end that is just for people who attend live. So it's going to be a blast, like one we've never done. Your favorite coaches and teachers are going to be there, and I'll be there doing some stuff too. Okay, so y'all have a good night. God bless, and I will see you on the next one. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will see y'all tomorrow. Hey, thank you, Doug Wagner. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, Douglas.